Well, here it is, guys, the mid-century teak set you've been looking for, and it is fantastic. 8 perfect chairs, and when I say perfect, no repairs, no issues, perfect. A beautiful table, which I'll be showcasing shortly so you guys can see how that works. Fully expandable, and brilliant. We're going to explore the whole set, and for those of you who've never purchased teak before, by the time this video is done, you'll be like, yup. Because there really is no comparison amongst any other kind of furniture. I'm going to take some pictures as well, and they will be higher quality in this video, so do make sure that you check those out. But truly, it is a spectacular example of mid-century craftsmanship. So, let's go through it. Well, here we are, guys, at full extension. It's so big that I can't even turn my camera the other way for the portrait perspective, so you have to deal with the longer cell phone version. Isn't it nice when you can have a table that expands and Christmas time especially, 8 of your friends and family show up and it's like, no problem. And I'm going to show you later in the video here how the table expands. These end pieces are actually discrete underneath. And but as you can see, they're perfect, just like the rest of the table. The table is just absolutely flawless, as are the chairs. Anyway, we're going to spend some time looking at the chairs and as I said, the functioning of the table, and then we'll wrap it up. So stay tuned. So guys, let's take a minute and we're going to investigate this teak table and everything that's about it. Those of you who've never purchased teak furniture before are about to get a lesson as to why it, and especially the Danish designs, are so desirable. So first of all, as I said, this table is a mid-century table, circa 1960, 60 to 70. But it's just like the day it was made, because if you Google teak, you find it's one of the most desirable woods to make furniture out of because, well, it's virtually indestructible. A lot of guys who work with teak actually don't like working with teak because their tools don't last, because the teak is so very hard. A lot of the cutting bits and saws just simply have to be replaced constantly because the teak is just, it's one of the hardest woods that furniture is made out of, even harder than oak. This is the original finish on it, and the beauty of teak is that, you know, just hit it with some teak oil now and again. That's all you have to do. It wears very, very hard. You know, it'll stand up to, you know, the kinds of use that a family would put it through. And the nice thing about this table, though, is that, well, even if it, you know, it doesn't show anywhere whatsoever, it's actually absolutely perfect. The finish, you know, if you get it, come out here with your magnifying glass and examine it, there's no scratches or blemishes. It's just the brilliant amber color that is teak. The legs, which are the nice minimalist design, as well, perfect. No chips, gouges, cracks, no issues. You know, it's just, when you look at this table, it's got that lovely amberness, and it's just, well, once again, this is the reason everybody loves it. As you see the table right here, it's 72 inches from side to side, 30 inches tall, and I believe it's about 40 inches wide. I'll double check that measurement. Now we're going to look inside the table to see what's going on with how it works. So I pulled the table out a bit. Now, you're never going to do what I'm about to show you, but it's nice to know what you're buying and how you're buying it. So the tabletop is a solid piece of teak, and it's all held in place, very stable. Like there's no ricketiness with the table, but the tabletop itself actually comes up just like so, and that's where the leaves are. Now I'm going to take this off and show you the structure underneath. So now the top is off, and you can see this is the European Danish design. Underneath here we have the cross member that it sits on. You can see the center bracket is made exactly for it. But here are the built-in leaves, and they work very nicely because essentially all you have to do when you have company coming, you can either pull one of them out, just like so, and that'll lock into place underneath the top. Then you pull the other, and these side leaves are a full 20 inches, so 73 plus 40, well, you get a table that's almost 100 inches long, easily seating 12. I'm going to pause the video, pull it all together, so you can see how that works. So again, I've got the top back on. I'm just going to pull it out so you can actually see how the top comes out. You simply reach under, and there's an imprint right under here for your fingers. But basically, you just pull it, like so, and you can see it flushes in, just like so. Isn't that nice? And that happens with both sides. Now, I don't have enough width here where I'm showing you this table, so I'm going to fully extend it. But you can see how that, it's just dead sexy. You can just have a nice, put your leaves in like that. You don't have to worry about putting your leaves in the closet with a blanket. You know what I mean? It's just, it's cool, man. Anyway, let's take a look at the chairs. I'm going to extend the table fully, and then we'll deal with everything. Stay tuned. And so now let's talk about these terrific chairs. So, just like the table, solid teak, minimalist styling, incredibly strong, perfect. The teak, as you can see, and you're welcome to inspect them all, is flawless. The design is very simple from the perspective of if you wanted to reupholster them. Take a look at the construction real quick here. Underneath you can see there's these brass pegs which hold the seat up. It's really a matter of taking out 4 Allen screws and, Robertson actually, and then just zip, 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 new upholstery, which is what I'll do if we don't get a buyer at the reduced price. Same holds true at the top here. You just pull these plugs out, there's screws, this backing comes off, done. So what can I say, guys? I'm going to take some photos, as I said. They're going to be much higher quality in this video. But, you know, it's nice to get a nickel tour of all the pieces so that you can go, you know what? I don't have to drive there. I can see how perfect it is. And maybe you'll get it delivered. I don't know. Anyway, it's pretty simple stuff, guys. And such beautiful furniture. So if you've got one of those ultra cool hip condos, and you're like, you know what, we need ultra cool hip furniture. That's what this is. A nice table that can be a manageable size and then big when you need it to be. And you don't have to worry about hiding the leaves in the bottom of your broom closet. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, guys, let's finish up. We'll look at the whole set again and wrap this down. And so there you have it, guys. We've taken a look at the whole set, the table, and how wonderfully magnificent in its design and functionality, the chairs and how perfect they are, and yeah, now all you have to do is buy it. Now, as I said, I'm going to list this on Kijiji for about 2 or 3 weeks, and for less than I will if I send these out to be reupholstered. There are buyers out there right now who look at this upholstery and go, yep, it's fine, it's hard wearing, it's in good shape. But there are buyers out there who'd want to have a, just a different, maybe a solid color fabric or upholstery on there. So like I said, I'm going to leave this up for 3 weeks. And if it sells at the price I've posted it at, that's great, you save some money. If not, I'm going to have it upholstered and, well, it'll be more. So for you Martha Stewarts out there, it's actually very easy to reupholster these chairs because of their form factor. Or again, if you're happy just the way they are, that's fine too. So guys, like I said, I expect these to sell pretty quick because Kijiji has some teak on it, but those guys selling it, they want $1 million for it. And I guess there are people who will pay that, and that's fine. But this is a well-priced set. It's very rare to have 8 chairs. And, the kind of thing that's just, you're going to use it for a while, and when you're done, you can give it to someone else or sell it, and it just holds its value. It's like a bar of gold. Anyway, guys, you get my point. Anyway, send me a text, email, or phone call, and I'll sell it to you. Thanks, guys.